there's so much unknown, and then it hits, and then you just kind of lean on him to do his job. And my wife and I sat down at the beginning of this, and basically we're like, we want to be somewhere we want to live. We want to be somewhere with good coaches, system, locker room, and thinking about everything we wanted. Minnesota had it all. We love it here, and this is kind of the past 4 years kind of turned into home for us. So we got our first home, and we love it here. I love the O-line room. I've talked to you guys enough about how much those guys mean to me. The new coaching staff, the new culture. It's always been a great locker room. So we're both really happy to be back, and I don't think you really feel it until you come back in the building today with, you're like, there's a chance I wasn't here. Like, these guys were all going to be starting and I wasn't going to be here. And it just reassures you made the right decision, and I'm happy to be back and see all the guys and the coaches and get back to work.
How close did that point come where you thought you might go somewhere? Because you obviously agreed pretty quickly. Yeah,
it was kind of up in the air, but when it came down to it, it was, like I said, this checked every box we had, and we've loved it here the last 4 years, and it's only getting better. So, got the offer, and let's do it. Let's run it back. So, we're both really excited, and it's cool to see the excitement from the teammates and the coaches when it happened, and seeing them all today congratulating me. So, it's been good.
What were some of the reactions from the guys in the line room?
Yeah, so I was on the phone with Brian a lot throughout the process, and he was trying to stay as neutral, like, I want what's best for you, but I want you back, kind of thing. So they were all fired up. I was in Arizona working out for 2 months with Blake and Ezra, and a few other guys, and so they were all excited for me too. So I was kind of just like working out, going about my daily business throughout free agency, letting my agent handle it. So once I could finally tell them, they were all juiced, got calls from the coaches. And, like I said, just reassured that we made the right decision and how happy we were to be back. So.
Well, your health is a concern for the offensive line as a whole, of course, going into this year. But when you look at experience and where you're at, if everybody's healthy, is it a good offensive line to play on here?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 11 to 12 guys back. Kyle Hinton took a good opportunity in Atlanta, and we know how good Kyle is, and we wish him nothing but the best. But to have 11 of us back, that's pretty unique. And it's as close of a position group as I've ever been around. I think guys in other positions on this team would tell you that. We do a lot of stuff together. We go on trips, we hang out at the facility, outside the facility. So it's good to have that continuity. We have a lot of fun together, and we like to work hard, and we're all competitive guys. So it's a great unit. We have both our coaches back, which is great.
By not getting the fifth-year option, did that actually work out better in the long run?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm back regardless. But like, that's the business side of stuff that you worry about your day-to-day, and you have people that figure the rest of that stuff out. So I'm just kind of handling what I need to handle.
Are you fully past the backfield that you had at the end of the year?
Yeah, that was not fun. But I'm feeling great, doing everything, full participant in everything. And once the football ends, you have a few months off to just work out and get your body right. Everything starts to feel a lot better. So coming in the building, working out for the first time today, feel great. Everyone does. So it's good to get back into this competitive team setting where you're working out and pushing each other and talking football. We had about an hour and a half of meetings. So yeah, no, feels great.
In that playoff game, were you close to 100%?
Yeah, I was, but it's just different when you have I've never had 6 weeks off and come back and played.
Right.
So that was an adjustment, but I was happy to be out there. Playoff football is what you play for. So unfortunately, we didn't get it done, but that was just kind of weird timing with everything. But glad I could come back for it.
How did you assess your last season when you had a chance to kind of look back? 'Cause it seemed like there were some ups and downs in 21, and then last year was a more consistent season for you.
Yeah, I think I say it a lot, but the more reps you have as an O-line together, the better you are. And that was now my 3rd year with Ezra, and 4th year with Brian, 2nd year with CD, and Ed played every snap all year. So when you the guys you're playing next to, you know what they're good at, and just, I don't know, experience matters a lot, especially in the offensive line position. And the more experience I had, the new coaches were awesome, the new system was awesome. It was kind of just like the perfect mix. I felt like I got a fresh start with the new coaches last year, and I felt like we had a good year up front, and we can even build off of that and have a better year this year.
What's a good example, Garrett, about how your skills maybe fit the new system better?
I think there's a little more freedom. The coaches give a lot of ownership. I mean, Chris Cooper, our line coach, he played 8 years. He gets it. He's been in our shoes at a very high level. So he's not necessarily hammering, you have to do this or that, this way or that way. He understands that there's going to be, it's an NFL game. There might be some NFL muddy pockets or some dirty runs where we give the running back this much room, and it's an explosive run. So just his understanding of the game and the way he coaches it and the way our room kind of responded to him and gelled with him, it was a great combination.